last week on Discount Heroes.
We need your sweet goblin magic.
Yeah, I pulled the lever and pushed him through the door.
Flargle Buns?
No, it's not me. I'm different. Flargle Buns, it is you.
You guys can settle whatever this is after we get this ship out of here.
Crusher immediately sprints over to some tentacles and starts chopping.
Yeah, you see the heads coming in close towards some of the crewmates and other members of the party, but they just freeze. And just, I don't know, like an ice sculpture, it just like starts bobbing in the water.
Sorry, guys.
Everyone plunges into the depths and is torn to shreds. You're back on the deck of the ship. You watch as Demi-Rod is pulled into the depths.
Bye again!
I just want to try to grab him and dimension door back up.
Can I fix the other lightning rod?
A humongous thunderous bolt surges down as you reattach it.
I look at the chain and I say, "Eat belly ram!"
Resonates through the chain, causing it to shatter instantly. With a heavy lurch, you feel the ship pulling free.
So a sphere of shimmering force encloses a creature, so he's a bubble boy.
As above, so below. And then call lightning on the lightning rod.
As lightning strikes the rod and surges down, as the ship suddenly launches forward in the water. If it's not too much trouble, could you follow ahead of us? Just in case.
How do we follow ahead?
Follow ahead of me.
Welcome to Discount Heroes.
Welcome to Discount Heroes, where questionable results are always guaranteed. We're a chaotic character and story-driven real play podcast. We're a group of 5 friends who've known each other for 16 plus years. We've played countless hours of questionable D&D, and now we want to share with you the game we love so much. My name is Brent. I'm the DM here. We got 4 players here. Why don't you introduce yourselves and who you're playing?
Hey, this is Tyler. I'll be playing the Circle of the Stars Druid Coates.
This is Aaron, and I don't have seasonal depression. I'll be playing Demi-Rod, the Tiefling Bard.
This is Jared playing the part of Nox Longfoot.
And this is Matt. I guess I'm just Matt today.
Yeah, better not say anymore.
This is awkward. I guess just when y'all are done, send me the audio file and I can help edit it. And have a good one.
Appreciate it.
And could you still bring us like pizza, order pizza for everyone?
I ate all the pizza. I'm sorry.
Well, that's why this is happening. You eat all the pizzazzos.
When are we having a Pizzazzo night, by the way?
We're not. We went out of business in 6 days.
Yeah, it wasn't a good run for the Pizzazzo.
But it was a great day for Matt. Great 6 days for Matt.
Great day for me. I will never financially recover, but...
As a quick aside, I want to shout out my buddy and roommate Squirrel. He 3D printed me this sweet mimic for my desk.
That's sweet.
So that I can look at a mimic while I do D&D stuff.
Nice.
Maybe you can mimic playing well or something.
Exactly.
I get seasonal depression when I run out of pepper.
Thanks, Squirrel. You'll never hear this.
Shut up.
I've been holding on to that in my mind. I've been unable to listen to what you guys were saying. I'm like, don't forget the pepper joke. Anyway, how's everyone doing? For the listeners, you wouldn't realize this, but it actually has been like a month since we recorded last. Is that right, Matt?
3 weeks.
3 weeks?
God, it has been.
Yeah. been a while. Well, a number of us were sick. I think at least I was, and Aaron was.
Very sick.
I was great, actually.
I would like to just mention that I was with the whole group of people who got sick, but I was too strong and hardy.
If your body can digest that much Taco Bell, it can take on anything.
Yeah, that can't touch
Just the
me.
preservatives really work.
Germs didn't even want to hang out with him.
Have you seen that sign on their window, Matt? That says no refunds. We guarantee we'll get your order right.
The gall of them to
Why would
say
they
that.
just lie like that?
Spoiler alert, your order is wrong.
They haven't gotten mine wrong in a while. I think they got some new management.
All right, so I wanted to try something new, something different. If it sucks, I'll just delete it.
Butt stuff.
No, he said new.
Oh,
I have a question ready anyway.
Lean into the failure.
Okay. I saw a post on Reddit or a comment on Reddit about that. It kind of reminded me of it. It was people complaining about how shitty Taco Bell is nowadays. And this guy commented, "Once I got such a terrible order from Hardee's, I went to some custom t-shirt website and bought a shirt with Hardleys, burpers, and cries in the Hardee's logo style. Quit going for 6 months."
quit going for 6 months.
Only 6 months. He was so mad he ordered a shirt and he took a 6-month break.
To me, this is like the most unhinged person I've ever read. Like, to get Hardleys, burpers, and cries.
Pretty funny.
I love how 2 weeks ago you told a story about some
I'd wear
crackhead who jumped in your car and you're like, this is the most unhinged person I've ever dealt with.
No, it's this guy. Man, they messed up my order. I'm going to order a custom t-shirt and not go for 6 months.
I respect that level of pettiness. It really seems like something I
love it.
wish I would do, but I just don't have the strength for.
You know he did not take 6 months off. If he likes Hardee's enough. If it pissed him off that bad.
He swung by every night and got out of his car and showed him his shirt.
Our principal,
He walked in there and was like, I'm actually not ordering anything. See you later.
You're gonna miss me one day.
You really showed those 17-year-olds behind the counter.
our principal in high school, everybody called her Big Bird. And this kid Ryan got like suspended one time, and he made a bunch of shirts and graphic arts that said "Impeach Big Bird" with her face and like
Oh my
the
God.
circle with the cross through it, and handed them out around school. And then he once again got suspended.
Not before he made $1,200.
No, he had to buy the shirts.
And he sold them to everybody else.
The guy follows up with, and maybe you guys can translate this for me. I got Pat Roach to sign it when he came to town for the Randy's Cheeseburger Picnic Tour. I actually just get their breakfast food now.
That's a Trailer Park Boys thing.
Kind of sounds like it.
Didn't you go buy cheeseburgers from them, Jared?
Know that name. I did, yes. I walked up to the stage. English professional wrestler and martial artist. I got no clue, man.
The Randy's Cheeseburger Picnic Tour does sound like Trailer Park Boys. I didn't think
That
about
sounds like Trailer Park Boys all day.
Wasn't Pat Roach the lead singer of that rock band?
That's Papa Roach.
Papa Roach. You think it was short for Pat?
No, that was his father.
Oh.
All right, do you want a normal question now? I have that too.
Yeah, I do like the
That
Reddit,
wasn't a
the
question.
Reddit news updates, though. Maybe we could each bring one next time.
Yeah, something like that. I also thought we could maybe do like people's D&D drama. I don't know. Maybe if it's like really terrible, we'll read it.
It'd be funny if we brought.
So Pat Roach was a
Stop it,
wrestler.
Jared. Stop
Patrick Roach. No. Patrick Roach plays Randy on Trailer Park Boys.
There you go.
See, so I was right.
Okay, so it's different Pat Roach. Okay, two Pat Roach.
Didn't realize. I'm bad with names.
We could, I know, I'm so sorry, Brent. I truly am. But on NADPOD, they do D&D court. Maybe we could bring people's D&D stories and rule on them or something like that.
Yeah, let's steal their bit whole cloth.
Whole thing.
Hey, you look. We have it on recording now. Me saying that spontaneously.
We'll cut that.
What?
All right, go with the question.
All right. So are there any specific?
Nah, we don't need a question.
Are there any smells that bring back memories for you? or just like what makes you nostalgic in general? Because if you don't have a smell off the top of your head.
This happened to me 2 days ago.
Oh yeah.
When I was cleaning my room and I bent down next to my air conditioner, or like the vent in my room, and for whatever reason, it immediately reminded me of my grandma's house when I was like 5 years old. Because it was always really hot, and I'd lay on top of the AC vent, and like it brought back every memory I'd ever had.
Weird.
Dang, that's a cool one.
It is weird, but that is true. 2 days ago.
I hate the smell of Indian cooking.
Whenever
I don't know why, but I just do.
It's not nostalgia.
Well, it's because we
That's
used
racism.
No, it's not racism to not like Indian food smell. I don't like the smell of the spices. No, because we used to work on a property that had a bunch of people from India that lived there. No, I'm just gonna stop. Let's just take this story out. No, the problem was they don't run their air conditioner when they come here because they're used to higher temperatures. They don't like the cold. So they get mold in the apartments. So I would walk into these apartments that were full of Indian food and mold. So every time I smell Indian food, I associate it with mold. How's that for nostalgia?
Wow, that's weird. That's interesting.
There was one apartment that we kept getting called back to because they kept having mold growing all over the walls and shit. We went with the property manager one time, and she went around the building to see that their AC was not on in the middle of summer before we knocked on the door. And we go in, and she had obviously just turned the AC on because we were there, and they kept yelling at him about it. And she's like, "Oh, yeah, we've been running it. See how cold it is in here?" It was like 92 degrees inside the apartment.
The AC was set at 66, and it was 92 degrees in there. It's like, you just turned that on.
We know that you just turned it on.
I get weird memory flashbacks whenever I smell breast milk.
Oh my god.
I do. Of just like being a baby and just like crawling around,
Oh my
feeling hungry. Yeah. Whenever I'm around a pregnant chick, it's just you can get the
Pregnant
scent.
chick. You smell breast milk on pregnant chicks?
I think
Y'all
I
know
know
what I'm-
all of the pregnant chicks you've been around, so.
No, y'all know what I'm talking about. It's got to happen to everybody.
We don't know what you're talking about, and no one else does
Yeah,
either.
you're congratulating someone on a new baby, and you get that whiff of that
That's just the baby.
milk. No, it's the milk.
I don't like this.
Okay, fine. Don't act like I'm the weird one.
No, I will.
Human milk. It gets me.
That makes it sound worse when you say that.
That is worse. That's the worst slogan ever. Human milk.
Human milk.
It gets me.
It gets me.
Put that on a t-shirt.
So aircraft paint stripper smells a lot like cat piss. So if I smell cat piss, it makes me worried I'm about to have a really bad day.
Does it ever work vice versa? You smell paint stripper and think, where the fuck is that cat?
No, it's such a... The association is always with, shit, I'm going to have to use paint stripper. I don't mind a cat.
I think mine's just walking through like a Publix. I feel like Publixes have smelled the same since I worked at them when I was 16 years old. I feel like they smell exactly the same. Whatever cleaning products they use, it's exactly the same. Sometimes I'll even go in there and take a nap just like I used to when I was working.
Just grab a box of oatmeal cream pies.
Yeah, I would eat a box of oatmeal cream pies throughout my 4-hour shift. Oh, I already mentioned that. We talked about that.
4 hours? Those are rookie numbers. Got to get those numbers up. Box an hour.
Paint stripper, you say? At least she's working for her money.
Strippers work.
Jared, you can tell people you're a stripper.
I could tell them that.
I agree. Let's move on. All right, so I think that's good enough.
That's how you know you really did good with your podcast intro. I think that's enough. I think we've said enough words to move on.
All right, y'all talk for 2 more minutes, actually. I was lying.
Here, I'll just read y'all this thing I found, since we have 2 more minutes. It's 7 things that indicate you have Neanderthal DNA.
Oh, man. This is a dig at me directly, isn't it?
No, it's not. No, it's specifically not at you. Well, I guess specifically at you.
Who?
Well, number 1, You have a long nose. It's like, okay, whatever. Number 2, bad skin. It's like, whatever. Number 3 is my favorite. It specifically says you have fabulous hair.
Oh, shit.
Huh.
It's not Jared.
Whoever
not
wrote
Jared.
that list is
Hey.
into Neanderthal.
Yes.
Hey, I used to have great hair.
This one is you're more resistant to bugs. It's like, okay.
What?
What does that mean?
You smoke.
What?
And then the last one is you're smart.
You can just put anything on a list these days, I swear.
And I've missed this one. You're more susceptible to COVID. That's the 7 things that tell if you're Neanderthal or not. Oh, here's one. Should you buy or rent your own internet router? This wrong decision cost me nearly $1,000.
Send me that article.
So let's go ahead and begin the game. Last week, our intrepid adventurers confronted the various challenges of the ship, struggling to keep everyone alive as they escaped. Luckily, it seemed they had as many attempts as they needed. They fended off multi-headed leviathans, dodged lightning, made shrimp scampi, watched a naked goblin do goblin magic, broke chains, dove into the depths, paralyzed monsters, and died and died and died. And after many attempts, they were able to get everything right. Well, maybe right is generous. And were able to free the ship and themselves from the grasp of this strange loot. After they talked shit about the captain's ability to run his ship, our heroes set back off towards Hive, the land of the Tridents, following ahead of the ship they had rescued.
No.
Following ahead.
That's exactly what I said last week.
We followed behind.
I know, this is what I said last week. It's a callback.
Can't though, you lied.
It's a callback from the next episode.
That's not how this works,
Get 'em.
Tyler. We're,
Yeah.
we're recording 81. You do know that, right?
I was following ahead of me.
Alright, so here you guys are. You've resumed flight on the ship. You've got this heavy metal ship sailing in the water behind you.
Well, that was weird, guys. That was quite the, why do we always find this kind of shit?
I think we're cursed.
I think it's our charm.
Our cursed.
Pretty sure we just hate being bored.
I think it's Pam.
This shit started happening way before Pam, bro.
I know, but she's just a lot. Before we get to the Hive, I had a question for y'all. We've got this Trident dude in the bag. Do y'all think we should, bring that up to Rick or just, give it to the people or keep it a secret? Because it kind of did talk about starting a war.
We're going to give it to him.
Just
I think we should probably lean on Rick's judgment. He's the only one of the Trident we've ever known personally, and he kind of took this guy's job, you know?
yeah, we don't want to put Rick out of a job.
Then who would he be?
It didn't really bother him last time we gave him the Trident body.
Yeah, I don't really expect a corpse to take his job.
Not with that attitude. All right, well, let's bring it up
The
to...
winds buffet the ship and threaten to tumble it through the skies. Lightning crackles around you. It's
Oh
still...
my god.
I dive in the water.
You want to take the ship out of here, Copes? Or whoever's piloting the ship?
Yeah, I think we're on course for Hive, right?
Yeah, that's where you're headed. Okay.
Yeah.
We're following behind.
Yes, that's correct. So roll a piloting check to pilot the ship. Get yourself out of the storm.
Doesn't he have advantage?
Maybe if you massaged his shoulders or something.
Logger Buns, get over here.
He's got all my blankets.
Alright, what's that roll?
I'm still tied to your leg. Oh, wait, no, I'm not.
So wisdom, skill check.
18.
Oh, 18. Why are people smiling? Let me look.
I think Jared's right though. I do have advantage.
He's always our pilot.
Yeah, he's always the pilot, but he still doesn't know what he's doing. But why don't you describe what it looks like? The ship is going to take some damage. You can narrate that too if you want, or you can leave that part to me.
I'll leave it to you. I don't know what it looks like. I mean, I'm usually pretty confident at this.
Did you see me leaning into the mic?
That at this.
You figured out.
I said at this. I threw
I just assume you saw me jump towards the mic and you were like, this.
I'm gonna go with this isn't Copes' fault. I think that like I'm flying it fine, and then a huge gust of wind like catches one of the sails and pushes me off course.
Yeah, or pressure drop or something.
Yeah, and it plummets.
I like that. The ship tumbles briefly through the air before you're able to right it, but as lightning crackles around you, a few stray bolts catch the ship, and the ship's going to take some damage. I know how much health the ship has now.
Well, that's good.
69.
7 million.
So the ship takes 22 damage. Matt, you have the previous damage taken, right?
Yes. 48. 48 damage.
All right, it takes 22 additional damage. Say parts of the railing are blown off. You see a couple holes are blown on the side, except for the spots where Braddock had begun installing her plating. And the mostly ornamental mast cracks.
Doug, Helga, get up here right now.
This is not good. If this thing starts taking on water, we're screwed. I think it can only hold a galleon. Oh, come on.
All right.
Come on. That was something.
We're in the air.
What do you guys need? This is Helga.
I need you to. Some holes got blasted into the ship. We need you to repair them.
Do you have any good galleon jokes?
We need to get the hell out of the storm. What do you mean?
I'm flying. You at least patch them.
We're in the storm. We can't change that now. Positive attitude goes a long way, Helga.
Helga, she thinks about that. She's been thinking for like 20 seconds now.
I fucking kick her. I hoof her in the thigh.
Does that mast even matter?
That's where the Cope's nest is.
Fix it right now.
All right, we'll do what we can.
Do we have a lightning rod? Or some way to
How can we help?
make a lightning rod? Copes, you've got all sorts of rods. Do you have a lightning rod?
No. Can't risk them.
You can make a roll to help them, Thrasher, as they try to patch up the holes on the interior of the ship. The holes in the hull that have been blown open.
I will help.
So that's what Thrasher's doing. You're continuing to pilot.
Can I see over the rail of the ship?
You can, yes.
What's the other boat look like in the storm? Is it fine?
It seems impossible that it could be moving so smoothly across the waves, like it's almost gliding on top of them. You also see giant monsters threatening to attack them, but they seem a lot more confident without a whirlpool threatening to pull them to their doom.
Yeah, I mean, this is what they do, right?
Hey guys, you think if we shot our little chain hand down and attached to their lightning rod, we could kind of ground ourselves on their ship?
I think that's a dumb idea.
Dude, that's like a kite.
I think it sounds great, Docs.
What's the worst that could happen?
It's science.
We're about to discover electricity.
What's blowing holes in our ship?
I agree. Let's shoot it down.
Do we have any metal rods we could use as a lightning rod?
I have my chain sword. It's a sword on the end of a metal chain.
You can control that thing, can't you?
Yeah.
Can you, just hold it straight in the air, make a lightning rod out of it?
Yeah, watch. I take my arm straight up in the air. Chain hanging down to be tied up to the rope.
Yeah, I think it can do that. I don't exactly remember what that thing does 100%, but I believe it can do that.
I'm just going to hold it up in the air.
Well, no,
Yeah.
maybe not on your hand. Maybe tie it to,
No, I've got it. Look.
Okay, I see what you want here. Make a luck roll.
Me?
Yeah.
2 plus luck.
pretty lucky.
Lucky it wasn't a 1.
So why don't you say whatever you just said again?
Look at me. I'm the lightning rod.
As lightning crashes down from the sky, surges through Demi-Rod. You're zapped for 17 damage.
God.
Did the ship take damage?
Got it.
The ship did not take damage, I guess. No.
It works, Timmy. You're a genius.
How much damage did I take?
17 lightning damage.
That was so exciting.
All right, Copes, continue piloting. You can see you're approaching. You can see what must be the edge of the storm, but it looks odd. It's like the horizon is lit by something other than sunlight ahead.
Copes is going to reach in his bag, pull out his horn of silent alarm, and blow it.
Okay. And that.
He doesn't know what it does. He's just fucking looking for something here.
It's like land ho or something.
He's never used it. Yeah, he doesn't know. He's just grasping for straws. And I've never blown it.
You can choose a creature of your choice to hear it.
I choose Flargle Buns.
Flargle Buns throws himself to the deck and clutching his head. He's like, "What? What's happening to me?" No one else can hear anything. He's just rolling on the deck, covering his ears.
I guess this doesn't do anything. I put it away.
Why is this happening? It stopped. Okay. Make another piloting check.
Can I not just fly over the storm?
You can fly straight up and see how that works.
But you said I'm almost at the edge. I'll just roll up.
Yeah.
13.
13.
Can I add I get 3 charges of that wheeler woe, so I can add a d6 to it.
Yeah.
Oh, plus 6, 19.
Nice.
19. All right. You can describe what it looks like.
I drive out of the storm.
What does it look like, though?
No, I'm like weaving in and out of like lightning bolts and tornadoes. Shit's like debris like flying in, and I'm like spin kicking it away from my friends as I pilot with one hand.
Yeah. Right. And yeah, so the ship is. Are you still standing with your sword held in the air, Demi-Rod?
I am. I'm convinced I can summon lightning now.
All right. Roll, get another luck check.
Nox, I can call down lightning from the heavens!
And he's struck by lightning.
See?
It's keeping the lightning away from the ship. That's a great idea, Demi.
Oh my god.
That's a lot more. You take 37 lightning damage.
Okay. I think that makes me drop the sword. Ah! Ah! That one was hot.
Something smells delicious up here.
It's all the shrimp in my pocket.
All right.
I think our plan is working, but I don't know if I can hold that thing again. Any takers?
I think we'll be okay. You definitely saved the ship.
Okay, I stab the sword into the mast.
The winds start to calm around you. Lightning turns to thunder, which turns to more distant thunder. And instead, ahead of you, it's an overcast sky still, but you now see the source of that light ahead. The clouds themselves are glittering. They cast a almost eldritch, eerie, yellowish hue across the water.
Is it like a pretty serene hue or like a scary?
I mean, they're glittering clouds, so I'd say more serene.
Okay. It sounds cool.
Especially coming away from the horrible storm with all the lightning.
Nice flying, Captain Copes.
Thanks, Knox.
Looks like we are in the clear. No more danger ahead.
Just another day in the life of a competent cat. Is our boat friends? Did they clear it?
Yeah, you see them break through the storm. The shining hull reflecting the strange light from above.
So, that was weird.
Terrifying. That was terrifying.
Knox, do you remember what it felt like to get ripped in half?
Yeah, I do. I just hope nothing bad happened to my body afterwards. I don't think I could handle that.
I buried you.
Thank you. I knew you would watch out for me.
You're welcome. I fucking walk away.
Huh?
He brought me your foot as a gift one time. I looked around for the rest of you and you weren't there. It was just a foot, Knox.
I did not.
A little tiny foot.
You just carried my foot around?
It was his whole legs.
I guess that's okay. You were trying to keep me away. Keep the monsters from eating me.
I was on the way to bury you. Hi.
Well, it made me sad.
Made me sad too, buddy.
Don't ever get split in half again, man.
Oh, I certainly hope so. That was That was a new experience. Sort of. I mean, we kind of did that before, I guess. Are we almost at the Hive, Copes?
No, I had no clue. No clue.
You could try to... Okay, so you have the map. You can make a intelligence or investigation check to see how far along in the journey you are. It's difficult without any kind of landmark to determine where you are.
I mean, you can read the stars. Have you never seen Moana?
That's true. Copes could do it with I'd say with nature check would work fine if you were trying to read the stars.
Isn't it the daylight? It's all cloudy.
Yeah, that would make it more difficult there. So yeah, there's downsides to every approach, you know.
What if I did a performance check to convince them that I knew how to read the map?
Yeah, you could do that.
I'll just do an intelligence check. See if I can actually read the map. The nat 20.
Oh my god!
I know where we are.
So according to the map, you're about halfway there.
According to this map, we're about halfway there.
And you know how to read that? Like, that's accurate?
Yeah. Super accurate.
I'm impressed. Is there anything else on the way? An island or anything on the map? Seems like we're coming up on some sort of weird light.
I don't know. I can't tell. I don't really get this.
There are other spots on the map.
But hey, here's a spot.
There's a few scattered islands along the way. They're not entirely in the way, but they're probably visually along the way.
Y'all want to make a pit stop?
Sure. Flargle said we're almost out of food, so probably should stop and get some food or get rid of Flargle, one of the two.
I mean, when I said almost, I meant like we were out of food at the end of that sentence.
While you were eating, you said that.
That's a coincidence. That's a coincidence, but yes, we do need some food. I think that's a great idea.
Is there a QT or anything on the way?
Quest Tavern.
Quest Tavern.
I think I see a Buc-ee's in the distance. It's crowded.
Oh, that place is always too crowded.
There is an island it's probably the closest one to you. It's a little bit out of the way, but you could reach it within a day, according to your Nat 20 reading of the map.
Guys, I think we can reach this island in about 30 minutes if I head this direction. We'll just head there. I feel like we should probably, in case we hit anything else, give Doug and Helga a little bit of time to repair this.
Yeah, and I have 7 hit points.
Oh, God.
Roll a luck check. I just want to see if you roll a 1, you're getting struck by lightning one more time.
Just please roll.
Please,
Incoming.
please.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. It's a nat 20.
Oh,
Dang it!
All right, you get hit by a volcano.
Can I heal an amount of lightning strike?
No, the lightning comes at you. Just suddenly, it's like the lightning has a vendetta against you.
Can I redirect it into Helga?
Into a Helga?
Yeah. I'm like, oh shit. I put one arm up and it travels through me and I pointed out my finger towards Helga. I've learned lightning bending.
Okay, but you...
That's water bending,
no, that's light. That's fire bending. You can bend lightning,
but it's a water bending technique.
but firebenders do it.
Still know why you're trying to hurt Helga.
She's just the first one that came to my mind. I mean, Flargobon's the other ship, back into the air. Any of these are fine.
Okay, so you send out that and it just disperses harmlessly over everyone. Everyone gets like a touch of static electricity.
Boom! Lightning tickle.
Copes gets the zoomies. Starts sprinting around the ship.
These lightning strikes aren't so bad, Demi.
Yeah.
You want to make one now?
No, I'm not doing anything.
Yeah, making. Dragon.
Should we all roll a luck check and see if anybody rolls a 1?
Yeah, sure.
Roll 2-1.
Oh,
I got a 12.
Thrasher, you there?
I'm in the ship making repairs.
It could find its way in.
Yeah, roll your d20.
Roll it with advantage. If you get 2 1s, then it's a sign from the gods, you know?
Nat 20 and a 5.
All right, the lightning crackles angrily in the distance. Something like that.
I crackle back.
Yeah, you do.
That's a new Fortnite dance. Crackle back.
All right, you're firmly away from the lightning now. No more luck rolls for lightning. Maybe for Demi-Rod, because it's a thing now. All right, so you're heading towards that island? The ship seems to not be following course with you as you break away.
Hey, Knox, you want to jump down in the jumpy and tell him what we're doing?
Yeah, I'll go let him know what's going on.
I'll roll with you, Knox.
Hey, Cap, we're stopping for some snacks. Our damn goblin ate all our snacks. I mean, provisions.
Well, if it's provisions you need, we have those.
You got good ones, though?
He leads you down to their meat locker, which is full of giant monster fish parts.
Is this the good stuff?
Oh yeah, the best. Here, this giant tentacle's great.
It's kind of gross.
It's still a little bit alive, see?
And it flops in his arms.
Oh, God! Thrash, what you think? You think these provisions are good? We gotta fix our ship. We almost got shot out of the sky.
I don't know, man. Honestly, it might be a good idea what Cope said,
Yeah, I think we're just gonna take a quick, maybe a day stop. If y'all want to come with us, and then we can travel the rest of the way. Or we can meet you there.
Don't worry, guys. I'm sure there's nothing on that island that'll keep us there any longer than we have to be.
Oh my god, I've been watching Lost. Please Lost me.
What is it? You look at the wheel of the ship, and it's what numbers are written there?
815. Oh shit,
Cope.
815. No!
Cope's died in the sewer in episode 3. This is all just his afterlife.
No, we intend to move on. There's a checkpoint station. About 3 days past here. You'll probably find us there if you're not on that island for too long.
I think it'll be quick. Do you know what's going on with the weird light? It seems a little strange. Everything's glittering.
It always happens at the edge of the storms, especially the ones that seem to be stronger because of the magic below the sea. I don't know what it is.
So we need to go below the sea. Okay. All right, well, we'll catch up with you. We'll be quick. I've had to take a pee for like a week.
Bye.
I just pee when it's raining. I mean, nobody can tell.
Oh, shit. Well, hopefully it'll rain again.
No, they can tell if you shit.
Yeah, we could tell if you shit.
Demi-Rod just yells that from the boat, hundreds of feet in the air.
All right, smooth sailing. Thank you for your help.
Same to you.
We know when you poop.
We hope to see you again.
Aye, aye, Captain.
And they all salute you.
I salute back.
So, what's his plan, Knox?
He also gave you a huge hunk of meat if you wanted.
Yeah, we'll take it. So we fly back up. All right, we got some provisions from them. If that's the only thing we need, they can definitely help us out. But if we want to make a quick repair, they're going to go ahead and keep flying on.
Okay. I mean, they're going to Hive, right? So, we know where that's at.
Yeah, he said there's a check-in station. So we might catch up with them if we stop.
Okay. Well, let's stop.
Yeah, we'll fix the ship real quick at least.
All right, Copes leans back in Birch and kicks his hooves up on the wheel and he's steering with his-
Forgot about Birch. Fucking shit.
That's what I should have done when I was braced for the storm. I should have messaged Birch and had him hold me.
That's a good idea.
Damn.
I can hold you now. He gives you a nice wooden hug.
Thanks, Birch.
You make fun of me again.
No. Yes. Yeah.
Okay. What? Everyone else, why don't...
You can only say this is how I talk so many times.
I'm pretty sure he can hear me the rest of the time.
Yeah.
Like, not talking.
All right, so it takes about a day. You'll arrive at the beginning of the next morning if you fly through the night. Everyone should describe to me how they spend like a day. You actually came out of that relatively uninjured, aside from the memories of the damage you took.
And Demi-Rod.
And Demi-Rod with the lightning, yeah.
Yeah, I spend the next day healing myself.
Okay. Saying healing words to yourself.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm cooking magic food and eating it, and then just assuring myself it's all going to be okay. And I start looking around for a real lightning rod.
A real lightning rod? Just like...
There was just one in the corner.
I'm just trying. Maybe I'm scrapping like silverware together, or you know.
Wrapping silverware together.
Yeah, I'm taping a long stick of spoons and forks
Like you weave the forks together.
to attach to the top of our ship. Yeah, with magic glue.
You make this crafting roll.
Okay.
You succeed no matter what, but we'll see how good this is.
No, I can fail. I'm okay with failing.
We're one bump away from having no silverware left on the ship.
4 plus crafting.
So you make something. Is it just like a ball of like forks that are stuck together?
Well, that's the top of the rod, and then below that, there's a bunch of knives taped together, and at the top, the ball of forks.
With the blades out on the knives on both sides.
Yeah, and I strapped that to the top of our mast.
Okay, so Copes, you see him do that.
Hey, that's stupid. That's really just stupid.
Hey, why don't you eat the lightning next time, and then we'll talk about what's stupid.
You didn't have to. Who made you do that?
The ship was taking damage. I had to save us.
You could have handed it to Flargle Buns.
Yeah, but I love the little dude.
Yeah, that's still stupid.
You'll see. You'll all see.
Oh. Hey, Copes, keep this ship real smooth because we are a bad turn away from having knives rain down on us.
I want to pull Knox over out of earshot of Demi. If it starts storming, can you shadow step up there and get rid of that? Please.
Yeah, no, as soon as he goes down below deck, we are taking that off.
Okay, thank you.
And I'm staying here and protecting this thing.
Oh,
Nothing's gonna happen to it.
Make a luck roll.
oh my god.
His luck rolls have been so bad.
Come on, coming in hot.
This is for Copes, actually. Copes making this luck roll.
I rolled a 20.
A 3.
You say that, and a knife spins through the air and falls into Copes' foot.
Ah! My hoof!
Into his hoof.
Ah! Damn it!
See? He heard you.
Damn it, you motherfucker!
No, you just gotta be nice to it. You get it? Gotta be nice to it?
I pull it out of my hoof and huck it off the boat. Motherfucker!
That's my good flat. Oh my god. Come on. Now I don't have the whole set. And Braddock trudges down.
I forgot you were even here. I don't care.
I'm going to spend our time as we fly away from the storm looking at the glittering clouds and trying to see if I can figure anything out about it. If it's like just on the other side of the storm, like the captain said, or what's going on with it.
Yeah, you can make an Arcana check or investigation.
16 Arcana.
So, looking closely, the clouds do seem to move a little unusually. They seem to move a little bit more erratically. They change shape more quickly. They change into more unusual shapes more frequently, I guess. If you got closer, you could tell even more.
I'm going to point it out to Copes because he's our sky guru. Not really clouds, but... Hey, Copes, the clouds over there seem kind of strange. I'm not a cloud expert, but they're moving a lot.
It's just the wind.
Well, they're glittering too.
Those are not windy clouds, Copes.
Dude, I don't know.
They're magical of some sort.
No, I mean, I'm not circle of the clouds, dude. No.
Oh, okay.
I will tell you this. I've never seen glitter clouds before.
Yeah, see, it's weird. And then I just walk away.
It is weird.
No, I don't. I'm done. And then I go get in the jumpy.
Do you want to investigate?
No! I take the jumpy and I fly over. You had your chance.
All right, and as you fly over and get closer to these clouds, you see that looking at the storm behind you, they seem to line the edge of that storm. And as the storm waxes and wanes, you see those clouds seem to take shape and begin glowing or darken as they're taken up by the storm again. It's not that they're glittering, they're full of something. You see thousands, maybe hundreds of thousands of these microscopic little pinpricks of light dancing around excitedly, almost like they're bouncing off of one another in completely chaotic directions.
I'm going to use my empty jar of kit and try to collect some.
Oh, okay.
Empty jar of kit.
You hold out the canister, almost as though they're drawn to it. The canister fills up quickly with a layer of these glowing whatever they are.
When Kit was in the jar, I know you said it kind of glowed yellow. Does it look similar when the jar's filled? The same color and...
It's a little bit different. It's not quite the same hue, but it is a very similar, like, kind of glow.
Okay. Huh. I think I got people clouds. Maybe. I'll figure this out later. I need a circle of the clouds, druid. And I fly back. And I tell Copes. There's more to it. I told you.
Yeah, I mean, I thought there might be.
Do you know any circle of the clouds, druids?
Yeah,
Okay. We need to find one.
my buddy Nimbus back in the glades.
Nimbus. Okay. We got to get to the glades. Yeah, I'm going to write that down so I can find him later.
Well, the Sacred Glades, is it something that easy to visit, Copes? If you'd like to share that.
Not the sacred glades, just the glades.
Oh, where you're from. Okay, the Sacred Glades, that's like a mythical thing, right?
Well, you know,
You know, he's got like 87 glades at this point. Collecting them like Pokemon.
the sacred glade's the one that once all the arch druids open their arches, then it's on the furthest planet in our solar system.
Right, okay.
Duh.
It's Pluto. I don't care what those fucking people say. Pluto's a planet.
Mm-hmm. And Thrasher, what you doing? Are you continuing to help them repair as you fly?
Yeah, I think Thrasher's kind of taking an interest in nautical situations. He's kind of, you know, trying to learn a little more about it.
Oh, okay.
Is it nautical?
Aeronautical.
Aeronautical. Eh.
There we go.
I mean, yeah, that's a different thing. If I got it on an airplane and I was like, this is a fine nautical vessel, people would probably be looking at me uncertainly.
Then you said aeronautical.
Look, in our world, you know, it's
And if it was full of strippers, it'd be aeronautical.
Hi, Thrasher. I like that you're helping out Doug and Helga here. You learn a little bit about Doug and Helga. I'm not going to say what it is though, but you're welcome to just make it up. But you also now you develop your carpentry skills a little bit.
they've been married for a decade.
Wow. What's their secret?
They didn't tell anyone.
Yeah, they don't like to mix work and family life.
That's why they both work in a shipyard together.
They have 8 kids who lived in that mountain that they just abandoned.
I'm making a joke, but when I was a little kid, my parents both worked at Frankie's Italian restaurant, and nobody there knew that they were married because they didn't want people thinking like because dad was a manager. So it happens.
All right, and yeah, you get a +1 to carpentry checks. So now you'll have to add that somewhere or something like that. But if you continue to practice with them, it'll get better.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, carpentry.
You hear hammering.
Is it hammering or pammering? She helping? That was nothing.
What was?
What I said.
So you spot an island in the distance.
I don't get one.
I thought you've been interacting with everyone's already. What are you doing, Copes?
Well, Notch brought me into his.
Yeah, he did. Okay, go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. Next time I won't talk to you.
No, I loved it. I mean, you almost got my turn taken away, but
Don't give him a turn. Fuck this. Circle of the clouds.
Copes is going to wait till nighttime and turn into a giant eagle and put Flargo buns on his back and fly above the clouds and start teaching him about the stars, the different constellations and how to navigate with the stars in case I'm not here and he needs to get the ship somewhere. You know, he'll show him the North Star and
Whoa.
the West Star. He shows him Geltha and
Name 2 more stars.
the Northwest Star and the
South by Southwest star.
South by Southwest Star. Yeah, and he shows him all the constellations like Fairmine, Anjaneth, and Geltha, and So he's gonna start teaching him all that stuff.
Do you want to say something wise or something to him, like as a capstone to that lesson?
That one right there is the North Star. You can follow it north.
Whoa! And what good does that do?
Well, if you need to go north, you just go that way.
Whoa! It's that easy.
That easy. It's not just about that. It's more about the lessons they teach you.
Like going north?
No, like Demi-Rod teaches you to respect one another and go with peace and always follow the right path. The exact opposite of what you've done.
Well, yeah. Growing up where I did, it's hard to not be that way.
Yeah, well, you grew up like in a mountain where you couldn't see the stars, so that's why you're up here.
No, I didn't grow up there.
I don't care. Listen, I'm just trying. This is more about me. I'm trying to pass on some lessons about how to just better live your life. Okay, so I want you to think about these things, and I spend the next 55 minutes of my transformation just teaching the different constellations and kind of the meanings behind them.
Okay. Well, I don't even want to make you roll for that. That's a great scene. And we'll see how well Floribunds retains it, but I feel like you've taught him something. You want to make a roll? Wait, what kind of roll was that?
A D100. I just wanted to roll it.
Here, take this magical.
He just kind of can't help himself sometimes.
I picture like where you're winding down your explanation and you realize that he's sleeping peacefully on your back.
Aww. I roll over so he falls off, but I catch him.
I'll learn. I'm sorry. I'll learn. I'll keep learning. I'll learn as long as you want me to. Please, let me learn.
It's fine. This is almost over.
No, I want to keep going. No.
No, we're done here. But just keep what I taught you, and I fly back down the ship. I'm gonna sleep by the wheel.
Okay. I want you to make a perception check. This is a very hard perception check.
11
11, you don't notice anything.
plus 16.
You don't notice anything. This is a real hard one.
11 plus 16 didn't get him there?
+5.
It is a 16.
Knox, I thought there was something out there, but I didn't really notice anything.
Well, maybe if you didn't go gallivanting off the Flargobuns all night and hung around with the rest of us, you'd see stuff.
He's upset.
No, there's nothing out there. It's just water.
On the next morning, you can spy the island in the distance.
I see it.
There you go.
Well, that's good.
However, you were expecting, I imagine, let me just describe.
Let's start there.
Rather than in the water, you see an island suspended serenely in the sky. A solitary piece of land, just large enough to accommodate a single building.
It's a skyline.
That's like a house.
What is this house? What does this building look like?
That doesn't look like a Buc-ee's at all.
I don't see not one beaver.
Where's all the beavers? Thrasher, there's no beavers out here. Demi,
Did you look by the brisket?
Why were you expecting beavers?
what do you mean? It's a Buc-ee's.
I thought we were getting jerky.
I wanted a beaver shirt, a beaver hat.
The building is hard to make out as it seems to be covered with like thick vines that wrap around it.
It's a pile of trees and lawn. Beavers are in there.
Maybe there are beavers. Guys, we picked a terrible place to stop.
We don't know yet. Why don't we go check it out?
Yeah, I've got to pee.
Just pee off the side of the ship. I don't understand.
I'm not peeing on the ship. It's weird.
Nox, are you a shy peer? Be honest.
Yes. Absolutely. Look, Pam just took half her ex-husband's member off. I'm not taking my pants off while I'm on the same ship as her. Just land the ship so I can find a bathroom.
Okay. Is it big enough to land the ship on the island, or do we need to jumpy over?
You'd probably need to jumpy over.
So I'm gonna, just for old time's sakes, I'm gonna power slide around the island a couple times, like we did at, what was that place called?
Ballast.
Ballast. Just for fun, and then slide up to the side.
Nice. All right. Should you have to roll for that?
Nah.
But what are we gonna hit? Ocean?
Sky.
Well, you could slam into the island.
Don't test him. Do not test the DM.
Just roll.
I mean, I will roll. I love rolling.
Sweet power slide.
17.
Oh, dude.
It's sweet, isn't it?
It is sweet. It even squeals. Like it screeches.
There's like smoke coming off the back.
How close to the island do you get, Copes?
Oh, like the nose of the ship's like 17 inches away.
17 inches away.
I'm proximity fly.
I jump onto the island and quickly take a pee.
Like immediately.
Immediately. As soon as my feet touch solid ground.
Yeah, is there like a bow? Well, not a bow, like a, what's it called, Jared? The front of the...
Bow.
Yeah, it's about.
Are you talking about like the point that sticks off the front?
Or, oh, you mean a figurehead?
A figurehead, yeah.
Yeah, we put it on there.
Oh, did you? Oh, you did.
Didn't we? Oh, not the jump.
No, this the ship.
The jumpy does not.
Could I like pull it up to lay the figurehead like on the island and park it right there, and then we can walk off that on the island?
You'd have to like tilt the boat to achieve that.
Yeah, so fun.
Yeah, whatever. You stand on the island. Is it just the four of you going? You left the side crew behind, right? Or no?
Do Doug and Helga need to forage for any material?
Actually, they are pleased that you thought of them in that way, and they're like, yeah, there's probably materials we could find here.
We'll just tear apart this one house and take their materials.
Speaking of the house, now that you're closer, you can see a little bit of the shape of this building. It's an unusual formation. It's made out of rounded shapes. Copes, do a nature check real quick.
17.
Nice. Okay. So it's an organic formation. The structures are carapace-like, with domes and arches now covered with vines, but they resemble the hard shells of insects. This building, it's crafted from a material that glistens like chitin under the sunlight. And now that you're close, you can see little reflections of what must be telescopes poking out of the foliage. They catch the light from the sun above.
I walk up and knock on one.
One of the telescopes, it shatters.
Oh,
Copes, what the hell?
can I find another one? I didn't mean to.
Yeah, you can find another one.
I'm gonna lean down and look right into it. Hello.
Just looking into the telescope? Oh, looking into the opposite end?
Yeah.
Okay, you don't see anything on the other end. I'm not sure if you'd be able to.
Ojo in there?
I just imagine whatever's looking at me just gets like a fisheye view of like my big ass head.
No, it's not like that. Not like that kind of telescope.
Is there a door, Copes, instead of breaking the glass?
Well, I don't know. We can look around.
The building itself is almost completely covered with thick vines that intertwine and wrap around it. You'd probably have to cut some of them down or destroy some of it to find the entrance.
Oh, I don't want to destroy their building. What was the roof like? There was no opening on the top right?
No.
All right. Thrasher, we need a door.
There's really no door on the building? Have we walked around it?
It's covered in vines. You can't see a door.
I would like to go to where I think a door might be on this building
Okay.
and see if there's a door there.
You wish you could tell if there'd be a door there, but it's covered in vine.
I pull down some vines.
Start pulling down vines. There's a lot of them. You gonna get to work?
All right, one door coming up.
And I crash through the wall.
There we go. Make your strength check.
With advantage?
If you piss yourself off, you get advantage.
I pissed myself.
I rage.
All right, that's a crit fail and 17.
All right, and you bust through the vines.
In the wall or just the vines?
What are you using your axe, or are you just busting through with your body?
I'm just busting through. Flex and bust through.
Does that make you feel good?
Yes.
All right. Crash into it. Vines wrapping around you as you push forward, and they begin to snap one by one as you tumble into the interior of the building.
I knew you were the right man for the job.
I need you to roll a luck roll for me.
These have been going so good. 12.
All right, you crash onto the floor. Looking up, you're in a circular chamber. It appears a little bit larger than you expected, but the vines constricting and wrapping around it don't give a great impression of how large it is. The room is filled with sparse, round-like furniture that doesn't seem to shape properly. It's got these odd curves in it and strange-looking backs on the chairs, and the beds don't appear soft at all. As you crash along the floor, breaking through the vines, you look up and you see what looks like a shadow standing there. You're just a couple inches away from it, and you can feel it radiating a freezing cold.
Hello?
It doesn't move or respond, it seems like.
Hey, I'm Thrasher.
Stick my hand out to shake.
The thing doesn't move.
Well, this is just rude, man. Guys, come on in. There's more of that weird furniture like we found in the magic place.
I am not going in there.
There's this weird shadow guy. He won't talk to me.
Ah, well, that's because you're not friendly sometimes.
Shadow people in furniture?
Is it dark in there?
There's some light from outside shining in. That's why he was able to see all that, yeah. So you guys can see into it if you're right there.
Yeah, I'll walk in there and comment on how rude the guy's being. Hey, man, you should shake my friend's hand. You're being an ass.
It doesn't move. It just stands there motionless.
I poke him.
And you disappear.
Oh, come on.
Damn it!
Dogs!
That's a good spot to end.
It was our worst fear from the early episodes. It is the Shadow Man.
The Shadow Man.
Shadow Man, he's back.
I'd just like to say we appreciate your continued patronage on Cope's Airlines. I know we hit some stormy, rough weather this week, but we're so glad you came back to fly with us. Once again, we'd like to remind you every Thursday, stop by on your favorite streaming platforms and airlines and check us out. You can find us on Discord and on Twitter at the thcast, and follow us now on our new Instagram. Just search Discount Heroes. Thank you again for listening and flying with us, and we are Discount Heroes, where questionable results are always guaranteed.
Hey, are there in-flight meals on this?
Shut up, Florida Ones. Go look at the stars.
That was good.
That was good.
Ending my record.
How's everyone doing tonight?
Fantastic.
Doing good.
I never keep this part. I don't know why I ask. Kind of pointless.